Zulwini. Bhujesu usezulwini. Bhujesu usezulwini. Ayiwenzani ulindi bandla. Ayiwenzani ulindi bandla. Yeah, no. Good morning. I'm Shane. That's for some JC or Joyous Celebration fans out there. Old school ones, of course. That's on one of their legacy albums. I can't even remember if it was 4 or 5 or even, no, 3. I don't know. Joyous Celebration, a gospel group in South Africa. And basically that song talks about Uches, alright? Masakane, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, Buffalo. Alright, cool. So, I want to just touch base on a quick one. Verses 15. So we have been on this journey over the last few weeks as part of the Mondays, Mornings, and Moments, right? That's the segment, by the way, that we are in. We've been looking at unpeeling or walking through Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, and we've been going through it in detail. So for you to get the context and to get some of this revelation, I urge you to go to the IGTV, even the YouTube channel. I'll post the link on the bio, really for you to get some context and see what we've covered so far. So let's step right into it. The focus for today is verses 15, right? And then we'll take some of the nuggets out of that. By the way, we have a word of the day that just, stood out for me. It jumped out of the scriptures to my heart. And that word is placement. Maybe I should pin it. If I had time, I would, I guess. Placement. And if you think about the word placement, I know most of us would think of career placement or job placement, where actually you would have a recruiter who then places you in a job. So yeah, that is placement in the context that I know of, right? But this placement from the word it's quite something. So let's read. Our focus is 15, but maybe for context, let's read from 14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky, to distinguish between the day and the night, and let them be signs to mark the seasons and the days and the years." Right? And then we step into 15. Then God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day and the night, and let them be signs to mark the seasons and the days and the years." Oh, no, that's 15 in a different version. Okay, 15 says, "And let them serve as lights in the expanse of the sky to shine upon the earth," and it was so. I'm going to read again. "And let them serve as lights in the expanse of the sky to shine upon the earth," and it was so. Okay, so the purpose of the light was to shine upon the earth. Therefore, the position or the placement of the light was that much more important. If you, for instance, and I think most of us in South Africa especially are familiar with load shedding, right? Where you have to use candela or some form of a light. And usually that light is not right at the top as your normal bulb would be. And therefore, it does not necessarily shine upon every element of the room like a normal bulb would be, right? If you place a light to this side, for instance, you'll be brighter this way, but you'll be darker this way. This we all understand and we all, appreciate it. Especially in this whole Instagram culture where lighting and cameras and action is a big thing. I know Andile would definitely talk to that quite a bit based on his photographic background. Anyway, so here's the point, and here's, I guess, the revelation out of the scripture for today, is that you are placed where you are placed for you to shine your best. I'm going to say it again and then qualify it. You are placed where you are placed for you to shine the best. Not to shine for yourself. A bulb does not shine for itself, does it? But it shines to lights up the room, right? The Lord created the lights in the sky to actually provide light and sunshine and heat, amongst other things, to us. So therefore, you all as well, you are placed where you're placed, not for yourself so much, even though, by the way, you will find the most joy being in that type of service. You are found where you are found because that is where you can actually best minister, show up your talents. And it does not necessarily mean, by the way, that that's not where you end necessarily. So, for instance, if you are in a job working for a company, that may not be your destiny forever. It may be you are there for a season, but whilst you are there, shine bright like a diamond. I mean, there's no other way to say this. And I'm glad that the word or the Lord is not talking to us about something that is out of the ordinary or, new. This is a truth that we all know. And it was quite interesting for me that out of the book of Genesis, that truth, we see it as well. God placed the light in a specific setting, position, for a purpose. Like He placed you and me in a specific position and setting for a purpose. Cool. This has been another installment of Mondays, Mornings, and Moments. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments, so keep them coming. And let's do this again next Monday. In the interim, though, between now and next Monday, let's reflect on this truth and tell me what you think of it. Let's engage and unpack it through our daily lives as we go into business, as we go into jobs or work, to actually deliver a particular service. Shine bright like a diamond. That's the word. Peace.